busy, I'm feeling dizzy. Free my that's in the ops, I can't forgive them. Stay on point like a prism. Silly clowns, I can't be with them. They be up my rhythm. What them bands, I'm here to get them.
Board members.
Professional program, tried to get it on with American Bandstand. All the fans, they got their hands high. Known to take a table and turn it into the vibe. Never been so low. Keeping the beat hot and dropping the cold flow. Yeah, what it is, why do people keep asking? Calamine motion, but the boom keeps scratching. On the one, to the two, original one. Well, Mr. Boom Shot, let's show him how we get it done. One, to the two, bring it back to the one. American Bandstand, we got up on the run like this. So
Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got the Seattle Supersonics and the Denver Nuggets, with McHale sitting on the bench. Here's the group that George Karl has on the floor. Walton is out there with Parrish, and there's Carter, and there's Bradley Beal, and it's Hughes in at the point guard. Now here's Hardaway. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Bird misses. Beal gets a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. Beal's got the first 3 points tonight for the Sonics. Hughes against Hardaway. Now the pass to Rice. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway.
And look at how Rice is just totally ready for the moment. Just put the ball in his hands, and he's good to go.
Carter inside the three-point line. Capitalizes off the crossover.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, George Karl gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and he was clearly feeling good coming out of the locker room. They were very composed all through their Game 1 upset. He was hoping for more of the same tonight. He told me, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but I'm going to get ahead of myself. If we go home with a 2-0 lead, we're going to be real tough to beat. Let's stay so, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David.
You know, it's interesting the way Bird shoots the basketball. Angles his body instead of squaring up most times, but the results are remarkable and unquestionably good.
Now here is Carter. Over Bird. Carter, that's good.
Good defensive effort, but against Carter, it's not enough. He's just too explosive.
Hughes against Hardaway. Ice. Here's Bird over Carter. Here's Gobert. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And then Carter with the jam.
And Carter's well known for his throwdown ability. Superb at rising up and punishing the rim.
Hardaway against Hughes. Mutombo kicks to Bird. Stolen by Carter. From 13, he makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Hardaway against Hughes. And here's Bird from the arc. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Yeah, we always talk about the great range Larry has on that jumper in the gym range. Case in point right there.
Here's Carter. Great D that time from Bird. Nuggets trail. Here's Rice. Gobert trying to get open. Rice, no good.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Hughes up top. Defended by Gobert. Beal can't get it to go. Denver with the ball. Outside Hardaway. Passes it to Gobert. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. It's a tie ball game.
And far from just a score, Hardaway is also adept at finding his team.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And the first time out of the game called for Seattle. .110 left here in the first quarter. Jones against Kidd. Pass to Anunoby. Here's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The superb basketball IQ of Jason Kidd, scanning and surveying the whole floor and then zeroing in on the ready shooter.
Now here's Bailey. Took him no time at all on that one.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Kidd passes to Anunoby. Over Hardaway. And And the shot will not go from Anunoby. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They come off a real tough loss on Wednesday.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Anunoby passes to Sigma. Outside Kidd. 5 on the clock. Seattle needs to get off the shot. Here's Anunoby, and another 3 for Seattle.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Seattle ahead, up 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. We're back at the Western Conference Final. Happy to have you with us here on 2K Sports. And before we move on, guys, what do you think about what we've seen so far from the Supersonics?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
The Nuggets trail by 3, with McHale sitting on the bench. Here's the group that George Karl has on the floor. They've got Jason Kidd. Parrish is out there with Walton. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Beal in at the 2-guard. And it's the Supersonics with the ball. To the paint. Here's Parrish. And it's Parrish finishing it off.
Parrish with the flush.
The Nuggets on offense. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Bird. Here's Rice. Takes a 3. Great play by Bird to set it up. Rice has got 6.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Kidd dishes to Parrish. Some solid defense from Dort.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Frazier comes in for Hardaway. And Seattle also making a change. Carter's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
You know, part of what makes Bird exceptional is his all-around talent. I mean, he gets it done on both ends of the floor, and that's how you end up being an MVP in the league.
Three-pointer, Kidd. Offensive rebound, Sonics. Carter finds Beal. Over Rice. And Beal gets it to go. He's got 5.
And great recognition there in the pick and roll. Beal usually able to make the right play.
Frazier the pass to Bird. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Vince Carter picks one up. Denver shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
At the line for Denver. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Throw good. Bird. Sonics making a switch here. Hughes is checked in. Bird hits them both.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Feeds it to Walton. Back to Carter. Lets it go with the three. That's good, and Walton with the assists. Walton's got 4 assists now tonight.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Stolen by Parrish. Walton against Mutombo. Walton the pass to Hughes. Outside Beal. Screen by Walton. And another three for Seattle.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Up top, Gobert, defended by Parrish. Here's Bird. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Sinks the three-pointer. And the Sonics lead by 6.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Frazier kicks to Rice. Another 3 for Denver.
You know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Hughes, a very solid player, guys. I mean, an athletic guard who can get hot on occasion.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Supersonics.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
And he makes both free throws. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. For 3, Richmond. And again, Denver with the triple.
Boy, Mitch Richmond, a great shooter from outside the arc. Really measures those shots well.
Frazier against Hughes. The open shot by Beal. The 17-footer goes down. Beal's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Beal against Richmond. Top of the key. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Richmond's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Hughes against Frazier. Mullen with the 3. And again, Seattle with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Gobert with a screen on McHale. Trains the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The pass to Beal. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound, Sonics. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Substitution on the court.
outside Kidd. Over Jones.
And how about the heart and the attitude of Jones there on defense? Fantastic at just sticking with his man and not giving him any airspace.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Sonics lead by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And as we welcome you to halftime, without question, Game 2 has been a battle for the Denver Nuggets.
They can't seem to force those guys over into a bad shot. No more soft defense. Play it like you mean it, man.
If only an interesting postseason for the Nuggets. Some would look at this game as a must-win in the series. What are the keys to getting it done?
For me, Ernie, it's all about protecting the ball. Treating every possession like it's your last.
And defensively, you got to be extra hungry. Chase down every rebound and keep constant pressure on the shooters.
Good tips from... And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. It's been one outstanding game from Larry Bird.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Mutombo is out there with Bird. And it's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Rice in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Carries it from three-point range.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. The ball movement has been awesome.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Beal from long range. Offensive rebound. Here's Walton. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. And the Sonics lead by 1.
That is one of the many things you get from Walton. He's a relentless rebounder.
Fades. No good from Bird.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep.
Walton the pass to Hughes. And here is Beal. The tray. Mutombo grabs the board. Mutombo's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Hughes with the steal. And now the Supersonics on the break. Buries the long-range jumper. Carter's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, watching Carter find his rhythm. Very impressive. An efficient scorer who can hurt you in a lot of ways.
Hardaway kicks to Rice. And here's Bird from the arc. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Supersonics taking it the other way. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, he goes about 7 feet tall. Bill Walton is a nightmare matchup, not just because of his height, but because of his skill, too. Plus, he has a really high IQ.
So Walton nails both of them. The Nuggets trail by 6. The way up top, Hughes covering. And here's Bird from the arc. Seattle grabs the miss.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Beal from long range. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. Will it go? And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Vince Carter picks one up.
You know, Bird is a lot taller than people think. He's closer to 6'10 than 6'8. And that helps him inside defense trying to stop him, but got sloppy and fouled him.
Jason Kidd is checked in for Larry Hughes. He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. Hardaway against Kidd. The Sonics again can't hit.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Penny Hardaway.
And when you think of elite floor generals, how could you not think of Jason Kidd? I mean, he makes everybody around him better all the time.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Doherty, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Jones comes in for Mattel. And it's Richmond in for Larry Bird. Passes it to Doherty. Kidd against Hardaway. Now here's Kidd. Defense is right there. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The intelligence of Kidd coming into play on offense. He makes sure to draw the foul while shooting.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. The free throw drops for Kidd. The Nuggets making a switch here. Baylor's checked in. And then for Seattle, McHale's checked in for Walton. And Mullen subbed in for Vince Carter.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Richmond the pass to Jones. Hardaway against Kidd. Doherty the screen. And another miss by Denver.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Outside Kidd. They grab their own miss. It's good on the putback. McHale's got the lead up to 10 now for Seattle.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Richmond outside. We've got 1:13 left here in the third quarter. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Richmond's got 10 points.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Outside Kidd. Pass to Mullen. Outside Kidd. Shot clock at 6. Offline with his 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Launches it. It's good from long range. Kidd's got 6 in the quarter.
So the concentration from Kidd at the arc, a big part of how he stays consistent from there.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside Hardaway. Doherty the screen from 18 feet away. That's good, and the supersonic lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket for Penny Hardaway. Jones against Kidd. From outside the arc, and again, Seattle with the triple.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play this sport. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Seattle with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Michael Malone moments ago with some words for his players.
Stay positive. Don't get down. We got a lot of time left. We're going to win the game. We are going to win the game.
Coach Mike Malone moments ago trying to get each guy to believe in himself, believe that this still can happen.
And the players have to trust each other. It's going to take all 5 guys working together to recapture that momentum.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So with McHale sitting on the bench, here's the group that George Karl has on the floor. They've got Carter. Jason Kidd is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Walton. And it's Parrish in at the 5, roaming the paint. Pass to Rice. Gobert with a screen on Beal. Rice, no good. Seattle leading by 12. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist by Kidd.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Hardaway passes to Bird. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Bird's got 20 points.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
For 3, Kidd. Another 3 for Seattle.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Hardaway against Kidd. Here's Rice. The pass to Bird. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Walton dishes the Kidd. Puts it up. That great play there, set up by Walton. Walton's got 6 assists here tonight. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Kidd.
He just came out and really took over the game, mainly due to how aggressive he was attacking the defense off the dribble. They had no answer for him, and he knew it.
And Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable. And again, Denver no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Off target from three-point range. The Nuggets trail by 17. Outside Hardaway. Passes to Mutombo. On the wing, Bird. He's covered by Kidd. Ice knocks down the 3-ball.
You know, passing is one of Bird's many attributes. He's got a great eye for finding open teammates that are ready to shoot it.
And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Supersonics. Kicks it to Kidd. Screen by Walton. Outside Kidd. Pass to Walton. Over Mutombo. And it's Walton missing. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
That one good for 2. And it's now 22 points for Larry Bird.
Boy, Bird has really been in the zone throughout this game.
Inside the three-point line, kept alive, and it's Parrish finishing it off.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Hardaway against Kidd. Walton a screen on Bird. Carter with the 3. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Seattle.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And, you know, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for them. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass.
Drills it from outside.
When Hardaway is feeling it at the arc, look out. He can be very dangerous from that spot.
Beal, the pass to Kidd. And another basket for Seattle.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Down low, here's Bird. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Vince Carter picks one up.
Boy, that was a nice pump fake move by Bird that time, putting the defender off balance and then drawing the foul.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Kidd passes to McHale. Fades and shoots. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And the Sonics lead by 17. Bird outside. The rebound by Mullen. Frazier against Kidd. So we see the Sonics taking the W here. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Make 'em lose control.